Hey guys, Coach here at Echo-Based Network. Thank you so much for coming to the channel today. Today we're going to do a lore video, a breakdown, a deep dive, if you will, about the Star Wars galaxy. The Star Wars galaxy includes millions of star systems and planets, and what else does it encompass? That's what we're going to look at today. Hope you enjoy our latest lore breakdown video. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel and come back for more of these, as we'll be pumping these out from time to time. Thank you so much. Let's get into it.
Echo 3 to Echo 7. Mono, buddy. 3-8.
Echo Station 3PA.
For most beings, the galaxy's scale is hard to truly comprehend. Estimates suggest it holds 400 billion stars and more than 3.2 billion habitable star systems. The galaxy is home to millions of unique sentient species and untold forms of flora and fauna. A single system can contain dozens of planets, even more moons, and any number of celestial bodies. Travel across these great distances was once constrained by the limits of a being's endurance, but the advent of faster-than-light hypertravel effectively opened up the entire galaxy to anyone with access to a starship with a hyperdrive. What were once uncrossable distances could now be traveled in moments, leading to an explosion of trade, culture, and the spread of interstellar politics. While great republics and powerful empires attempt to bring order to the galaxy, none can ever truly control it entirely. Even the largest governments in galactic history rule over but a portion of the myriad star systems. New discoveries are made with each new cycle of political upheaval as explorers risk their lives to uncover the secrets of the galaxy. The known galaxy is divided up into multiple regions, each with its own unique character and history. At the very center is the deep core, a hazardous, densely packed region of stars circling an ancient black hole. Radiating out from the deep core lie more regions, including an affluent core worlds, stable colonies, remote outer rim, and eventually the largely uncharted unknown regions that extend to wild space. Each region has many solar systems that in turn are home to multiple planets. Conventionally, numerous star systems are collected to form a sector, areas of the galaxy mapped together, though not necessarily organized politically or culturally. All star systems have a set of coordinates, allowing them to be plotted by a ship's navicomputer. The most complete archive of them is found in the Jedi Temple Library on Coruscant, kept under the watchful eye of generations of Jedi historians. Traffic across the galaxy is most heavily concentrated along the many trade routes, the paths through space that have been arduously mapped by explorers and are clear of most hazards. Planets along these routes benefit economically and politically, using their status and reputation on these vital lanes to wield outsized influence over galactic affairs. The trade routes can also bring unwanted attention, as legitimate corporations or illegal syndicates jockey for control over the space lanes, particularly where strong central governments are not concerned. Home to some of the wealthiest and most prestigious systems, the core worlds sit near the center of the galaxy and also at the center of galactic politics. Various core worlds have been the seat of the prevailing government, as the Galactic Republic, Galactic Empire, and New Republic all seat their capitals on one of the core planets. The prosperity enjoyed by those in the core become a source of tension between those in the core and those who live in farther reaches of the galaxy. Core worlders gain a reputation for arrogance and selfishness, as those beyond the core begin to see them as privileged. Common critiques of the Galactic Republic include that it disproportionately favors the core worlds and its politicians ignore the safety, well-being, and the needs of those in other regions. A visit to Coruscant reveals why many see the core as privileged. The capital planet of both the Republic and later the Empire, the entire planet is a city where level upon level was built up over the ages. The tallest skyscrapers sit more than 5,000 levels above the planet's natural surface. Those that are living among them enjoy a comfortable and luxurious life, of which Coruscant is famous. The magnificent Senate Rotunda and the towering Jedi Grand Temple reside on the highest levels, where their inhabitants sit comfortably in their well-appointed headquarters, but far from those they profess to serve and protect. One doesn't have to look far to find the disparity, as all of the wealth found on the upper levels is contrasted by the hardships found on levels below. Down there, citizens might live their whole lives without seeing natural sunlight in a notorious crime-ridden underworld, while other worlds, like Nalhutta and its moon Nar Shaddaa, are legendary criminal havens. The galaxy's great injustices are perhaps best illustrated by Coruscant. The powerful citizens live completely aloof of those suffering below. Core worlds like Alderaan and Chandrila also share in the prosperity, but unlike Coruscant, retain their natural beauty. These systems gain fame for their cultural influence, serving as tastemasters in the arts. They produce an outsized share of political leaders in the waning days of the Republic as well, their leaders being strong advocates for galactic peace like that they have enjoyed from their safe region of the galaxy. The Core's manufacturing prowess is notable too, with the shipyards of Corellia and Kuat being among the finest the galaxy has to offer. Lying outside the Core is a sector known as the Colonies, a sector that long ago was colonized by the Core worlds, but today is so wealthy and prosperous that it is hard to tell them apart. Situated along the major trade routes, worlds like Fondor serve as important manufacturing hubs, while planets like Castel and Cato Nemoida are major centers of commerce. The latter is the headquarters of the Trade Federation, which oversees its massive business interest from the centrally located region. The colonies lead to the Inner Rim and Expansion region, two parts of the galaxy that enjoy relative security and prosperity, despite their modest distance from the Core. Further rimward lies the Mid-Rim, the home of planets including Naboo, Kashyyyk, and Takodana. Though once considered out-of-the-way worlds, Naboo and Kashyyyk are significant locations in the final days of the Republic. Many other Mid-Rim worlds are the site of fighting during the Galactic Civil War as rebels stage insurrections against Imperial forces, who are stretched more thinly than the fleets protecting the Core world regions. Far from the stability of the Core, the Outer Rim is a vast region, known for its many lawless, lightly populated, and primitive frontier worlds. As the largest region, it is also known for its diversity of planets and peoples. Far from the oversight of powerful galactic governments, outlaws, bounty hunters, mercenaries, and smugglers operate here with relative impunity, as Republic and Imperial laws mean very little so far from those who might enforce them. To fill the power vacuum, local gangsters and warlords establish their own rule. In this lawless place, danger is ever present, but opportunity is plentiful. Much of the Outer Rim is controlled by the Hutts, powerful gangsters who become wealthy by controlling the space lanes and exploiting local economies. Other criminal syndicates, such as the Pikes, Black Sun, and Crimson Dawn, operate their own illicit empires from the Outer Rim worlds, often profiting from the trade of highly illegal spice. Despite its remote location, the Outer Rim plays host to many of the galaxy's most significant events. During the Age of the Republic, tensions between Outer Rim systems and the Core boil over into the Separatist movement, and this area of space plays host to much of the fighting during the ensuing Clone Wars as the Republic attempts to regain control of the systems that left. Late in the war, the Republic mounts a final push to force the Separatists to surrender. During the Empire's rule, many Outer Rim planets assume they are inconsequential enough to avoid Imperial attention, but learn that the Emperor's quest for power and resources extends to their homeworlds as well. To wrangle this vast territory, the Emperor installs one of the most trusted enforcers, Grand Moff Tarkin. The Rebel Alliance choose remote Outer Rim worlds for its secret bases, using the sheer number of planets to its advantage as it attempts to avoid detection. The Alliance's headquarters on Yavin 4 and Hoth become the center of some of the Galactic Civil War's most momentous confrontations. Similarly, the Empire constructs the Death Star battle stations at secret Outer Rim worlds, where the odds are against their discovery. Following the ascension of the First Order, Outer Rim planets are among the first to face subjugation by the new invaders. Like its rebel predecessors, the Resistance hides on remote worlds like Dakar, Crate, and Ajan Kloss. The Outer Rim is known for its many harsh worlds, including the volcanic planets of Navarro, Solist, and Mustafar. The Outer Rim is known for its many harsh worlds, including the volcanic planets of Navarro, Solist, and Mustafar, the latter being rich in dark side energies, making it the ideal site for Darth Vader's castle. Moribund and Dathomir, also strongly connected to the Force, rarely see visitors, in part due to their remote location and in part because of their connections to the dark side. Among the least desirable locations to visit is Kessel, a world made famous for its brutal spice mining operations. The world of Batu lies on the edge of the Outer Rim and is a popular stop for those traveling further into wild space. Smugglers, gamblers, explorers, and travelers alike find refuge in Black Spire Outpost, the planet's most populous town. Chandrila Star Lines operates luxury cruises in this region, bringing travelers from other regions out to the edges of the galaxy on expedition journeys that promise both comfort and adventure. While the Outer Rim is considered remote by most, it at least has the advantage of being thoroughly explored. The unknown regions have received only the most rudimentary mapping, and most of its star systems remain a mystery. This region produces many legends, including tales of colossal spacefaring monsters. Whether they truly exist is hard to determine, as traveling into the unknown regions often requires navigating one of the region's many nebulae. Cyclones and electrical superstorms tear apart ships that venture too closely. As the Empire crumbles, portions of its fleet go into hiding in the unknown regions, using the anomalies like the Vulpinus Nebula to hide for decades. On Exegol, Darcidius and his acolytes use this ancient Sith stronghold to rebuild his power and construct a terrible new fleet far from the prying eyes of the New Republic. Wild space lives up to its name, as this unmapped, irregularly explored region lies at the furthest extremes of the galaxy. Those claiming to have visited wild space are as likely to be spinning a tall tale as they are telling the truth, given that most consider a trip into this part of the galaxy unnecessary at best and suicidal at worst. Only the most adventurous or desperate venture into this unknown, which is home to a number of planets including the mythical homeworld of the Lasat, Lyrasan, and the mysterious planet of Mortis. The Galactic Empire makes some attempts to survey parts of wild space, but what it finds there is but one of Palpatine's many secrets. I hope that you enjoyed today's lore video and breakdown of the Star Wars galaxy. Please hit that subscribe button and come visit us again. We look forward to it very much, guys. As always, we are, you are. Echo Base Network, may the Force be with you, and we'll see you guys on the next one.